Namaskar students, how are you? I hope you are all fine. Now we are going to discuss the chapter Education, Art and Culture. Now look at page number 25. I read. Today's society is quite developed. It was not built in a day. It took thousands of years to come to this present state. The needs of human beings inspired them to create new and newer things. The more new things were created, the more the civilization became enriched. Education, art, culture, all these things developed due to constant efforts of human beings. If we read the history of different countries, then we will realize it. Let us take the example of Greece. It was built 5000 years ago. The water supply and water extraction process were so systematic that we cannot think of even today. They built beautiful buildings, they made different idols and manufactured ornaments with stones and metals. They always put importance to education, art, music and physical exercise. Homer, the famous poet, was born in Greece. He wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Greeks were very fond of drama. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato and Aristotle were born in Greece. Greek scholar Herodotus was the first to write a book of history. So he is honored as the father of history. Like Greece, Rome was also rich in education, culture, art, etc. The Romans also constructed so many beautiful buildings, roads, baths and temples. They also constructed stages for performing drama. One such famous stage was the Colosseum of Rome. Later, to spread education, they established many universities. Philosophy, literature and history were taught there. Now, next page. We have already read about Indian civilization. We have also read about Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. In ancient India, the first university was set up at Takshila. At the time of Harshvardhan, Nalanda University became most famous. During Pal dynasty, many universities were built. The largest of them was Vikramshila. Ancient India was developed in architecture, sculpture and painting. The royal court of Chandragupta Maurya was a beautiful example of architectural art. The emperor Ashok created many pillars and stoops during his rule on which messages of Buddha were engraved. Among them, the Sachi stoop and Sarnath pillar were most famous. Megasthenes, the Greek scholar, came to India during the rule of Chandragupta Maurya. He wrote about the richness of Indian architecture and sculpture in his book Indica. The Gupta dynasty was also famous for literature and art. It was a golden age of culture. Samudragupta himself used to write poetry and songs. In some points of his period, he was shown as a Lutenist. The cave painting of Ajanta of the Gupta period are glorious examples of art and architecture. There are many examples of architectural art in Muslim period. The Taj Mahal was built during the time of Shah Jahan. Qutub Minar, the Red Fort of Delhi, etc. were the milestones of the Muslim era. The ancient India was also developed in the field of literature. Kautilya wrote a politico-economic scripture in Maurya period. Ashwaghosh, the court poet of Kanishka, wrote the Buddha Charit. Famous poets and dramatists like Kalidas, Vas, Bhavabhuti, etc. were all born in India in the Middle Age. Now, we are going to discuss fill in the blanks, page number 27. Look at the board. Fill in the blanks. Number A. Education, art, culture, all these things developed due to constant efforts of human beings. B. The people of Greece made different idols and manufactured ornaments with stones and metals. C. Like Greece, Rome was also rich in education, culture, art, etc. D. At the time of Harshavardhan, Nalanda University became most famous. Now, number D. Megasthenes, the Greek scholar, came to India during the rule of Chandragupta Maurya. If famous poets and dramatists like Kalidas, Vas, Bhavabhuti, etc. were all born in India in the Middle Age. Now, look at the board. Okay. Today's class here in our class. See you next class. Now,